Alright, doing the warrior basics of tanking. Not anything fancier like is going really in depth, but just giving you basics to kind of get you started, help you understand the uh, process and what your abilities do, just to kind of give you an idea of the new changes. Stat priorities right now are pretty much the same. I've looked at different forums and posts and what people are feeling. Right now, the expansion is still kind of pre-patchy, so people are kind of testing stuff out. On the warrior, they're actually pretty similar to different methods: haste, mastery, versatility, strength, and critical, or haste, mastery, versatility, strength, and stamina. Whichever you prefer to go with. I mean, your main stats are pretty much right on the same for both styles for the warrior. So, and the lower ones really aren't going to matter that much, just your personal taste. And the talents. Went with Shockwave, just for the CC control in front. Stormbolt's good for a single target stun. Yeah, Impending Presence, as you can see on the dummy over there, passively heals your raid and people near you, which is kind of good if you want to help out the raid, especially on like high damage AoE fights. Impending Victory is not that good because of the global cooldown. It costs 10 rage. And usually in the raid, you shouldn't be relying on something that small of a heal when your healers are going to be healing anyway. All rage should be spent on either your mitigation, ignore pain, such like that, rather than having to heal you up. Safeguard is good also, but personally right now I'm going to go with Inspiring Presence. Ultimatum is more single targety, maybe a little bit more DPS-y. Now the Renewed Fury is pretty decent if you want to boost your DPS a little bit. I'm going with the Avatar just because it does remove the snares, slows, roots, stuff like that. So that gives you a little bit of good utilitarian purpose out of that. Crackling Thunder gives you more range on your Thunderclap, which is more of our AoE pickups. So when you got ads kind of scattering, it gives you a better chance of picking those ads back up. Bounding Stride's good if you like a lot of personal movement and such. And then Warlord's Challenge gives you the unlimited taunts and such, but I would probably go more with the Crackling Thunder. Indomitable is a pretty decent one. Increases your maximum health. Ignore pain by 25%. But the other ones are fairly decent. I'd probably go with possibly the Never Surrender over Best Served Cold. Vengeance, ignore pain, reduces the rage cost of your next focus rage by 50%. Focus rage reduces the next ignore pain by 50%. That's about the only things really going to make that one usable, because normally without that talent, I wouldn't race the 30 rage just to get a little bit more on a shield slam. It does stack up, but you're using the 30 rage, so I'm really not going to waste it. Into Fury is a good one because it's going to wind up increasing your haste. Of course, it's good on like ad fights, but on like most boss fight stuff, you're not going to have that 5 enemies up. So Vengeance tends to be better. The Booming Voice overall not that good compared to the other two, so I'd probably stick with these two. Heavy Recuperations, I'd go with it. Ravager is decent if you want to like boost the DPS on like some ads, but right now Heavy Recuperations tends to look like it's going to be the better. And now on the actual fight itself, your rotation. Your mitigation abilities are now your Shield Block, which will block physical attacks, melee. Ignore pain, your overall will ignore all pain, reduce the damage of it. And your main cooldown, the big one is the Show Wall. You have Intercept now, which is actually your charge intercept combined into one ability. And during the fight, because of the fact that it does transfer some of the damage of the next attack onto you, you really don't want to have charge the other tank. So, or like in a big fight where there's a lot of heavy AoE stuff going out. So generally, during a fight, if you're actually tanking the boss, you can charge like another DPS or something that's not taking a lot of damage. I don't charge the other tank, because then you're taking even extra damage. But charge like a DPS if you want to use it during the fight, or if you're the off tank, then yes, charge the other tank to help mitigate the damage on them. But just use that kind of wisely. And you have now your battle cry. Will increase the critical strike chance by 5%, so you can use that, and then maybe that your focused rage, and then a shield slam, and then stuff like that in a combination. Basically using your mitigations. You want to use your shield block when you know there's physical attacks coming in. And the way they've worked it out now is you can actually stack them up. Like you can throw multiple ones up, and their duration will actually stack. So if you got 3 seconds left on one shield block, you throw another shield block, you would actually wind up having 9 seconds. You know, the duration will stack. And the same with your ignore pain. So you can actually build up a fairly good decent CD cooldown on those. If you're the off tank, you can build up a pretty massive ignore pain by just building it up, so that when it's your turn to taunt, you've got a pretty good sizable one built up to take on that first hit you're going to get. And now we'll just try those on the big practice dummy. It hits pretty hard, so it's a good indication of how it's going, and you can kind of get an idea of the rotation and such. Alright, just kind of give you an idea of how much damage you can take when you don't pop it. I've got add-ons you can see that keep track of it and give me like a bar showing my cooldowns on them. And you'll also notice that while you're spamming your Devastate, you're going to get free procs of Shield Slam and Revenge. So pay attention to those, use those to get your extra rage built up. That'll generate more for your mitigations. And hopefully that'll give you a basic understanding of it, so you can get out there and start tanking, and the rest of it will come from your individual playstyles. And do remember, like, if I taunt, and then jump, it resets the cooldown of your taunt. Sorry, my keybinds are also bound on my mouse to my talk button, so it's kind of messing me up while I'm trying to talk. But hopefully that'll help you guys get out on the warrior. And I'll be doing the other guides pretty soon, hopefully today. Thank you for watching.